So you're starting your business, you're growing it, you're making content, you're doing a lot of upfront work, but it's still going to take you a little bit more work behind the scenes to really grow your brand's impact, your sales, and your entire empire. What is up, Define Squad? Welcome, and welcome back. Okay, it's your girl Alex at Define by Alex. We're defining our lives and building our dreams. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. So I'm about to show you guys how you can really use the platform called Klaviyo. Now, when it comes to email marketing and running ads and campaigns, there's hella platforms out there for you guys to use. But what I've enjoyed to learn about Klaviyo is that Klaviyo is the tool that is super user-friendly when it comes to really adding your personal touch to an email, running your email flows, making sure that you really spruce up your abandoned cart method. So of course, increase your sales. So I'm getting ready to hop into my computer to show you guys how you can create your first email campaign and to also show you more about my metrics and how email marketing has helped me grow my business, y'all. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so we are now into my business's Klaviyo dashboard, and I wanted to show you real quick before I show you how to build your first campaign. I just want to show you my numbers and how email marketing is going to be a powerful tool for your business. Now, just as a quick overview, I'm not going to dive into each particular metric, but just as a quick overview, you guys see that my total revenue from email marketing is $1,700, well, almost $800, okay? So for me, I know that that's something where that's progressive. Like, email marketing is definitely going to continue to help my business grow, and I need to, of course, learn a lot of things, but ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, it's working, okay? Y'all already know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But there are still ways that you can optimize and learn and grow to increase your sales with email marketing, okay? So just as a promise to you guys, I wanted to show you my real numbers so you can see what my business has made from email marketing alone and just like where it's headed, okay? So let me go over here to campaigns. So when you click campaigns, you guys are gonna see how just pretty much my campaigns that I've sent, the sales that I've made, the sales that I did make, sometimes just hit or miss, but ultimately the goal is, of course, you gotta just keep trying because you just never know when your breakthrough is gonna come. So this is what my campaigns look like. I've sent some of them are scheduled, so they're just ready to be sent on the specific days I have them, designated to send and things like that. So that's just when you start building your campaigns, both email and SMS, which you guys can see here, this is what it's going to look like. Now, I'm just going to show you email campaign building today because SMS is different. And when it comes to email marketing, I really think that you just need to take it in chunks, okay? If you're someone like me and you're learning something for the first time, you can't just cram it all in one whop. You have to really take it piece by piece, step by step, so that way you can retain it better, you can apply it and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna show you the email part of the campaign, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right and click Create Campaign. And now you see here the box that pops up, email or SMS. For this particular type of campaign, I'm gonna do email. So I'm just gonna click Create Campaign. And now it's going to bring me to just starting to build my recipients. Who do I want this email or this campaign to go to? Now, this first section here, I'm just going to call it something. So I'm just going to do promo email. Okay, this doesn't have to be too intuitive. It's just something that you want to name the campaign so you can keep track of what emails are doing better than others. All right. Now, when it comes to your recipients, typically, as you start to build your brand and your website and you offer like incentives and coupons and things like that, your list builds up from people submitting their email address or their phone number. And then Klaviyo does a good job at like funneling those types of people and those lists together for you. So here's a perfect example. So when it comes to my recipients, you have your repeat buyers, you have the people who have been engaged with your brand, and the number, of course, is going to grow, you guys. So the more you put out content and make their brand awareness and know that you're speaking to your target audience, then these numbers will change. Okay, you have your subbies. You don't have to have all these lists present. I just happen to have them so I can just compare to see who should I send this to, who should I not send this to, etc., etc. But this is who I know I'm going to target again as far as sending out this campaign. So I'm going to pretty much do my repeat buyers, my buyers for sure. And now instead of doing the engaged 3 months, I'm going to do the last 30 days because those are more recent people who have engaged. And in case they haven't purchased anything, I'm trying to capture them to where, you know, they actually fulfill an order and all that stuff. So that's all good. And then you also have an option to make a list of people who you don't want to send the email to, but this is totally up to you. Now, when it comes to this little enabled button right here, like as far as campaigns and people who needs to be skipped, when you enable this, this lets Klaviyo know to not send duplicate emails because you don't want to come off spammy and you don't want people to unsubscribe. So I recommend that you go ahead and make sure this is selected so that way people aren't getting multiple emails or the same emails, so you could just avoid all of that. All right. So now I'm going to go to continue the content. And so now this is where you start to build your actual email. You have to create a subject line, which this is a part where you guys heard of like your copy, your marketing copy. That specific verbiage means how are you grabbing your customer's attention? What email subject line are you about to say so that someone opens your email? Okay. So for example, if I click here, you guys are going to see how I have just like a list of email subject lines that I've had in the past and things like that. And just my computer just remembered them. So that's cool. But just for this particular, you know, video, let's just say I want to really make someone say, oh, what is she talking about? And so I need to come up with a subject line that's going to be very captivating. So because I like to say this all the time, I'm going to say, ciao, bye. Okay. Ciao, bye. I know that when someone sees ciao, bye, they know that that's going to be an interesting, you know, email and they're willing to open it. Now, preview text. The preview text is going to be displayed right below the subject line, but it's not really going to be the main focus point. So I do recommend that you have a preview text because it's like a continuation of captivating your customer's attention. So you really want to have something there. And so I'm just going to do, they're all $5. They're all $5. Okay. Again, this is just an example of coming up with copy that's going to be engaging and ultimately lead you to people opening up your email and then completing a sale. Okay. Now on the right hand side, these are going to be the templates that you want to start off with. I'm going to go ahead and select the popular one, which is the drag and drop. You guys are going to see, you know, how it's going to be super easy to create here. And so this next page is going to be just a plethora of themes and templates that you can choose from when designing your email campaigns. Now, this part is going to be super fun. Like, you got to make sure you have fun with this, you guys, because I mean, it's your business. This is you and your brand on the line. This is your money. So this is how you're going to really grab the attention of people. You know, you got to make sure the emails got some type of flavor to it, okay? You don't want to have a boring email and now you done got people's attention from your email copy and they open up the email and they're just like, this is it. So you just want to make sure that it's engaging. Now, I pretty much go with this first one, Vision and Blues. But before I do that, I want to show you how I've actually saved a few templates just for my own brand, and I just keep them all right here. So that way, if I want to duplicate a template and change the words and change the structure, it's already there and it doesn't take me long to create an email. But I'm going to go ahead and do one from scratch real quick, and then I'm going to show you how you can save a template and you can keep reusing that, because now when it comes to you making an email, you just drag and drop, change some stuff around, change the order, change the product, and boom, you're done. Okay. So let me go to this first one. And I'm gonna just show you real quick how I'm gonna just change this up to match my brand and what, you know, I need people to see. So first things first, I'm just gonna take this picture out. I don't want this, so I'm just gonna delete that. Klaviyo is super user friendly, you guys. Honestly, all of these sections that you see me touching are called blocks. And for the icons, you can delete a block, you can duplicate a block if you want, and you can change this to something else if you just like this style of how this looks and just change the words. You have the option to do that. You can just put items in different type of aspects and ratios, so you don't have to have a product that takes up the entire page. You can have it as something out to the side, something that's just going to be like an upsell type of section for your emails. You know, you can really make it your own. So I'm just going to delete all of this stuff because I know I don't want it right here, and that's okay. That's what it's for. You can make these your own and bing, bang, boom. So right here, so because I know I do want my logo here, I'm going to go to replace image. Now, I've obviously been having and making emails, so a lot of my images are in this image library, you guys. So another cool thing about Klaviyo is that it's going to keep your file. So if you do want to reuse something, to where again your process in making emails is, you know, a little bit smarter, not harder, and a little bit faster for you, then you can go ahead and choose from, you know, your images that you've already used. And so I'm going to go ahead and do my logo, and this area right here where it says fill image area, I'm going to select that, so that way it just really like takes up most of that space. Even though it's still like white space, that's okay. Now, a good thing you also want to do when it comes to making your emails is that you need to add in your links. You need to have a direct source of traffic coming from your email to your website. Why? It's because customers get an email and they like something. Well, if they click on it and it doesn't send them anywhere, then that's the sale that you just lost, you know. So you want to make sure that each part that is going to prompt you to put in a link, you add that, because again, you're here to make money. You're here to grow your sales and grow your brand. So you don't want to have this section empty at all. So everywhere I know I put a picture that has me put a link in, you best believe it's driving them right to my website, okay? So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to move on. So a few things I also want to point out too is that you can also make, like once you make your content, you can save certain things. So let's just say, I like this, but I want to change it up a little bit. So I just selected this block, and I'm going to go to block styles. Now this is going to just give me a list of what I can edit in this particular block. So I want this to be black and I want the text to be white. So I'm just really changing up the colors here, nothing too crazy. So for my background, I'm going to go ahead and select my color palette here, and I'm going to select black. So boom, as you guys can see, that is that right there. Now, I don't really like these white spaces over here. I'm pretty sure I can change that if I just increase the padding left and right. So instead of 15, I'm going to do 20 and see what that does. Okay, so that really didn't do anything. Let me see here. What about this border? Not really. I guess that's okay. I just really wanted this to just cut out this white space, but it's looking like that's not going to change that. But nonetheless, I can just keep going. So if I wanted to change my text color, I'm going to go ahead to the next section here and just select white. And now my text color is, it deleted, which that's super weird, y'all. Okay, what is going on here? Let's do this. There we go. I had to just type in the code. I don't know. But anyway, you see what I'm trying to do. So I just went ahead and changed the colors here. So again, going back to how you can customize it, you can do all that good fun stuff and just keep it moving. I'm just going to keep this as is. Okay, so now I'm going to save that. And that's all good to go. You really can't see the extra white spaces, but that's cool. Another thing too, when you're working in your email, like you're building your campaign, just always just click back and forth from mobile to desktop, because a lot of times your customers will open up their emails from their phones, okay? So you want to make sure it's legible, it's clear, it's concise, and it, you know, it still captures their attention on the mobile view. But when you're creating it, it's totally okay to have a bigger canvas. So I always use desktop to build it, but then I go ahead and switch back and forth to make sure everything looks right, the words aren't jumbled together and all that good stuff. So you guys see here how it's just like empty blocks. I don't need that. I really don't. So I'm just not going to worry about that. So now this section here, this is where you can really start to add text. You can really kind of create a story and then just have people follow the email. So I'm just going to say something like, let me change the title. And instead of saying introducing our new collection, I'm just going to say, hurry now. Oh, if I can type, hurry now and enjoy this $5 sale. Okay, boom. And now if I wanted to, I could add some little verbiage here. I don't really have much to say, so I just wanted to grab their attention and say that and just call it a day. All right. So that's that. I'm not really liking how this is formatted. So what I think I'm going to do is, let me see if I can take this up. Let's see here. There we go. I'm just kind of deleting that extra space, as you guys can see. And I want to make this bigger. So let me go to size, and I just highlighted that, as y'all can see. And I'm just trying to make this bigger so it fills up all that empty space as much as I can. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to save that, and now I want to add some products because I want people to, of course, see what I'm trying to get their attention in buying. And so I'm just deleting all these points here. You can keep them if you want. Again, this part is going to be totally up to you and your discretion of how you want your email to look. But to just simply put it, Klaviyo has pre-built templates for a lot of stuff, which is going to come in handy if you're starting out, you really don't know how to make emails. Well, now it's going to be super simple. So now, let me go back because I forgot a step. As you guys saw how I have this link blank. Well, if they go to view my collection and nothing's there, then that's on me. So I'm just going to go to a different browser. I need to copy and paste my website. I'm going to come back, and that's there. So now when they click view our collection, it goes somewhere, like they're directed to my actual website. So now I'm just going ahead and add some products. Now, a good thing about Klaviyo, when you integrate it with your Shopify store, it's going to integrate all of your products, your active products, you know, from your store. So it's going to be super easy to pretty much just plug and chug what you want to showcase. So for me, I know I want to show this. Actually, you know, I'm just going to click a few things. No big deal. Okay, so I have 3 products that I want to show because I'm running a $5 sale, and I want to make sure that I have the products that show that. Now you also can rearrange the layout in this section too. So if I wanted to say because I have 2 flat lays and I have like an actual picture of myself, but I kind of wanted to create like a little pattern. So instead of having it being a model 2 flat lays, I can actually move and rearrange one to where it's in the middle. And now it just kind of looks a little bit better when it comes to the pattern of how I have it. So if I were to have 4 products, I would do flat lay, model, flat lay, model. Okay, if you guys understand that, that's what I'm doing right here. Now, as far as making sure that they're directed to the right product, if you really want it to be that specific, you can do that too. So I'm going to take the first one for an example, and I'm going to go to my website again, and I'm going to go to t-shirts. And I'm going to find that particular product, which is Black Culture is the GOAT. Okay, so now here is the shirt. This looks super big. Here is the shirt, and I want to use this direct link in the email. So all I have to do when it comes to making sure you change the destination of your product so that people can actually go to this particular product and not the overall website, what you're going to want to do is go to change the destination. And that link I just copied, I just pasted, okay? So now it's boom, another direct source, another direct way of having people go to the specific product that you're marketing. So I'm gonna save that. Of course, you can do the same thing for the rest of the products that you're showcasing. So, but that's how you do it, just to make sure you add the specific link of the specific product. So that way people are knowing, like, if I want this particular tee, I don't want to have to go and find it. I want to go right to it and buy it. Okay, that's what you got to make sure that you think about when you're building these emails. So now I'm just really going to change this up. I have some things that are saved here, which let me go ahead and talk about that. As you're building your email or your campaign, you can save your blocks, which is going to be even better when it comes to making more emails. So let's just take this particular block for an example. If I wanted to save this, or let's just say this one, because I think I have this one saved. If I wanted to save this particular block, all I have to do is click on it and go to my star, and I can create a saved block. So I'm just going to call this $5 sale or $5 t-shirt sale. And you know, that's it, that's all. Now let me show you how that's going to come in handy if I wanted to repeat this down here. So if I go to my saved box right here and I just drag it in the middle, what's it going to do is it's going to have me a list of all of the saved blocks that I created. So that way, if I need something again to use, it's already here. So I just called that $5 t-shirt sale. You guys just saw how I saved it and named it. So boom, here it is. So now when I just select that and click insert block, y'all, it's right there. Now you could also duplicate this too. But again, if you want to keep using it for future emails, then you're going to want to save that, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys that cool feature as well. So it's going to be important that you save your block. So that way, again, this email building process won't take you long. It won't take you long at all. Now, before I wrap this up, I'm going to change a few things here, and I'm going to show you what it all looks like here at the end. But I know I don't like the color of these buttons, so I'm going to select this block where the products are. I'm going to go to block styles, and I'm going to find where the button section is to change the background. I'm going to click on the colors, and I like something that's, of course, is going to match the mauve that I have in my logo. So I'm going to change that to mauve, and that's what I want. So that's how you can change the button colors if you just don't like that blue that it defaulted as. And so now I'm going to go back down and just personalize this the way that I want, because I don't need all this showing. No, I actually have my own social media stuff. So now I'm gonna show you guys how you can just plug and chug from your saved blocks, and it's just gonna be easy. So let's see. So if I'm gonna do free, no, not free shipping, hold on. I can do new footer, and that's gonna give people the opportunity to see if they, in the event they do want to subscribe, you just have the destination of that too, because that's what you need to have a campaign. You have to have an unsubscribe section. That's just how Klaviyo works. And then if you want to do something like this, are you subscribed? I want people to, know that I want them to engage and subscribe for more and things like that. So I want to put that down there as well. And then of course I want to put like some links. I misspelled that and I saved it on accident, so it should just say links. So I already have my destination from my social media platform. So now when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, when they click on this in the actual email, it goes right to my Facebook and Instagram page. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so as you guys can see, it doesn't take that much to build an email, and Klaviyo is going to be so cool for you getting started, because a lot of that, once you create it for the first time, you can save it and you can reuse it. So then your email building process is so much easier. So as a good rule of thumb, as I mentioned earlier, go ahead and make sure you check your work. Make sure on the mobile view, it looks clean, it looks clear and concise. It looks like how an email should look. You like what you see. And then you can pretty much go ahead to go to save content. And this is where, it's going to come in handy to really see what you put in the subject line. You can change it right here too. You have the opportunity to change it before you really send it off. If you need to go back and edit the email, you have that option as well too. So, don't be afraid to just go back and check some things if you want to. So you can do that all in this next screen here. And then again, you have the option to view it in a phone view, mobile view, and, just go from there. So now I'm going to continue to review, and before I actually schedule this, because I'm actually not going to schedule this, I want to show you guys something that you can do to save this template. So you can actually go back to campaigns, and it is going to save here for you here. So that's a good thing that Klaviyo does as well when it comes to your campaigns. If you click off and you go into something and you remember you need to do something before you send it, well, the good thing is you can do that. So as you guys see here, this is what I just created. And if I want to save this template to use for future uses, this is what I have to do. I'm going to go over here to the far right and click the actions, the 3 ellipses, these 3 dots. Now when I click actions, I'm going to add this to my email templates. Now I'm going to add this as, let's just say I want to call it $5 promo email template. Okay, so that way, when it comes to me using this template again, I already have it and I don't have to do much work. Okay, so that is really it when it comes to creating your campaigns. The convenience and beginner-friendly tool that Klaviyo add is really helpful when it comes to really knowing how to build and structure an email. And if you're even getting started, they have so many more templates for you. So now I'm going to show you guys how that saved template is going to appear. I'm going to go to create campaign, and I'm just going to really just do test. I can always delete these, so I'm not really worried about it right now. And I'm going to go to continue to content, and now I want to show you where that template is, you know, that I just saved. I'm just going to do test, and now I'm going to go to the drag and drop template. Now when I click on my templates, y'all, as you guys can see, it's right there, the first one, because I saved it and I want to use it again in the future. So that's it, you guys, on how you can create email campaigns using Klaviyo. And as you guys can see, it is super beginner friendly and easy to use. Okay, y'all, so now that you see how Klaviyo can really help you grow your business behind the scenes, okay, it's really important to get into people's emails. You really want to make sure that you're bringing people off of social media and into your emails as much as you can. And a lot of that, you guys, is going to take some time. So I hope this video helped you guys with understanding how email marketing is going to be really good for your business and grow your business in ways that, honey, you cannot imagine, y'all. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video on how you can use Klaviyo as a beginner. If you guys like this video, please make sure you like it for me, leave me a comment and all that good stuff. And as always, y'all, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, y'all.